Ever since the Industrial Revolution in the 19th century, there have been many people who made their mark on British railways. And now on YouTube, one rail enthusiast from the Staffordshire town of Rugeley, who is passionate about the trains and making his own mark on the railways too, give his own opinions about the railways today, their history and the future, and gives you a behind the scenes of how to get to their destinations to do what I love best, film trains. Good morning and welcome to, well, it's Rugeley Town, as per usual, Rugeley Town, Trent Valley. We started at town today for this journey. Just move over here a bit because I think it's getting a bit windy and you might not be able to hear my voice. My name is Simon Paul and I'm your host for this British Railway Journeys documentary. And this is my documentary trip to Eastleigh. By the frickin' world, for God's sakes.
And coming back via the frickin' world.
Yeah, so Rugeley Town to Eastleigh by the world. The reason it's by the world is we've got to go to Birmingham, down the Chase line of course. Our train has gone up there, so it's running on time.
Yay!
Then we've got to go to Droitwich Spa. Then we've got to go to Worcester Shrub Hill. Then we've got to go to Cheltenham Spa. Then we'll go to the Bristol Temple Meads to get 35028 Merchant Navy class clan line, which is something that I ain't got at the moment. It's usually one of the early rail tours that I get, and I ain't got clan line yet.
Do you know whose fault that is?
Who?
DB Schenker.
Weather as well.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely cold these past 2 months. So then we're going from Bristol to Romsey in the evening. I've been to Romsey before, so that'd be an interesting experience. Then Romsey to Eastleigh. So then the next day we're just going to be hanging around Eastleigh. And the day after that we're going a bit more to the south and then go back by Reading to Birmingham.
No, we're not. We're actually going via London.
London?
Yes, that was the cheapest ticket.
I'll go by London?
We're going southwest from Southampton to London and then...
Southampton to London, then London to...
And then we're on our favourite train from London Euston.
1943?
Yes.
London to Birmingham, then to Rugeley Town. I told you this trip is by the world. For God's sakes. I haven't said that for a while. But anyway, so it's going to be a... I don't know how many miles it's going to be, but I'll probably see how it is.
And report back to you at the end of the programme.
Report back towards the end. When there's some application where I can find out the mileage of today's journey and tomorrow's and Friday.
I think there is.
Yeah.
The rail forums, I think, have mentioned it before.
Yeah. So we're just waiting for the 744 train, which is 4 coaches, and to Birmingham now. Double turbo cells, 17504. To Hereford. Yeah. So I'll get the front end. Get the front end of 17635 0849 to Hereford. Even though we're going to Droitwich Spa on this train. there goes Droitwich Spa. Front end or doesn't go. Tough. Right, we're now at Droitwich Spa. Yes, it is kind of unusual to get to Bristol this way, but we're going to Worcester, and then Worcester to Cheltenham, then Cheltenham to Droitwich this way. The reason we go by Worcester is because there is a train that goes to Gloucester. We found out though that it's only running because the Cheltenham Festival's on, so we might be involved in that a little bit. Oh dear. So it might be a bit crowded and packed. But it's 2 cents something, so it's a special train to put on for that. We found out that there's going to be 4 different types of cross-country HSTs at Bristol today. 4 sets are running. And there's no flash train today. So we're just waiting for this 172 to show up to take us to Shurb Hill, then we're doing Shurb Hill onwards.
Oh look, it's a 170. It's 3 cents.
Shopping centre. There's some large industrial units, with dreams, majestic wine, that sort of thing. Just walk across those, carry on over the bridge, over the canal. Going past Staples, you should see a B&M and Asda store. Basically, go past those and cross the inner ring road. It'll take you about 5 minutes to get there, and then you'll find the edge of the city centre. Alternatively, just take the road out to the station to the right. Keep going past the older industrial buildings. You get to the bottom, round to the left, gain over the canal, keep going. It'll bring you into the centre as well. All change please, all change. This train terminates here. This is Worcester Shrub Hill.
Hello.
2A will form a 10:03 to Gloucester via Cheltenham. Next train shortly at platform 2A will be the
service to Glasgow Central via Birmingham New Street. Calling at Bristol Parkway, Cheltenham Spa, Birmingham New Street, Tamworth, Derby, Chesterfield, Sheffield, Wakefield, Westgate, Leeds, York, Darlington, Newcastle, This train has 5 coaches. First class is at the front of the train.
Bristol Temple Meads station.
As that sign behind you says.
Yeah. This used to be used for the Great Western Railway in the steam days, the Western region, the BR days, when they were blue and all that.
Centre hub, am I right in saying that word?
I'd say it's the centre hub of Bristol, yes.
Yeah.
The first Great Western station was built by Isabel's Kingdom Brunel, which is somewhere in that direction over there. You can't see the building. But there's rumours of it being back open for when they have these new high-speed trains here. To be honest, I prefer them over there.
What, them over there?
HSTs, class 43s.
Give me one time.
We have filled Plan Line coming in, 35028. Problem was, she was originally to go on 6, and this they put her on 10, and then she came back on 6. We have got some strange things going on in Bristol today. Like also on wheel train ties, Flash train was supposed to run. Flash train showed up. Flash train for the 237s. So we'll see what else comes through, because I would say anything not expected might come. We're going to wait down for Plan 9 to come back and leave. And then we're going to finish about 5 o'clock and get a train to Romsey to take us to Eastleigh from there. But during these days you had like the Great Western locos here, the Kings, your castles, your halls, your whatever.
Your 150s?
There's a 7 Beach train leaving, which is
243.
150 243.
Yes.
But now you had ranges, your counties here. Basically, a lot of Great Western locomotives going through in and out.
But if you were a Great Western loco, this was your
haven, yeah. Then you had like class 42s, your warships, class
52s,
52 Westerns, your class 35 Hymex might have showed up here. 47s showed up. Bailey had everything here.
Yeah, the
Still get
47s showed up, didn't they?
Still get Ecken down, where you get your 220s, your 221s, your 43s, your 150s, your 158s, your 159s. Like that platform over there is for Severn Beach and
Avonmouth, yeah.
This was your Manchester and...
They used both for Manchester, 5 and 6. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sometimes your Cardiff on there. Avonmouth come on this platform. They use a full tour. Then turn there where the HST is just for Paddington. But like I said, we're here till 5 o'clock and get our train to Romsey.
now at the Travelodge in Eastleigh Central. Unfortunately, we wanted a view with the railway station, which was on their side because the hotel's next to the railway station. They gave us a side with fucking Sailsbury's, for God's sake.
Here's our view of the railway station.
Shame, we could have been out looking out the window at the railway station. Ooh, look, there's something. But no, I get the room with Sainsbury's. Oh well, it's the end of this part. We've been all over by the world to get here. Been from Rugeley to Birmingham, to Droitwich Spa, to Worcester, on a service that does exist, to Cheltenham. That 2Z33 only existed because there's a Cheltenham Festival on, which is GG racing. The only GG racing I'm going for is a burger sometime soon. Then went to Bristol, Temple Meads, then Romsey, then Eastleigh. So it's been quite a journey to get here. Tomorrow is going to be a simple day because it will only take us a walk. That's it. Full day at Eastleigh, come back here, that's it, and then that's it really. We're going to end tonight now. Going to get something to eat in a bit. I think there's a KFC down the road or something like that. We're going to pay Colonel Sanders a visit. No, he's dead. And that's it, so good night and see you tomorrow morning.
Right, we've been here all day now. This is the first time you see me on this day because I haven't had a chance to speak or anything. I'll be filming most of the day. But we are at Eastleigh. Well, we've been in Eastleigh overnight, as you can tell. And we've been over to the works. I'll show you the works in a second from here. But this is a couple of platforms. This side is your train to London Waterloo and Romsey. This platform here goes to Portsmouth and...
No, the Portsmouth's the other side. This is Poole.
Oh,
Poole and Salisbury.
Poole and Salisbury, but also coming to London Waterloo as well.
Yeah.
This side here is your Portsmouth's.
Yeah.
And this is deep southern, you could say. Deep southern region, Eastleigh. It is a railway town. We do have a cross-country Voyager coming now. This ain't a southern thing. It's Belgium.
They're not Belgian, surely.
They were built in Belgium, but assembled in England.
Oh, lovely.
I think anyway, but I might be getting it wrong with Pendolinos. Yeah, so this is Cheltenham Festival. 22113.
I come from Newcastle.
And behind you, you have a class 450 to 0 coming in, which is like our 350s. This is a stopper train. Only 4 coaches this time.
God almighty.
This is 450-082 coming in now. They like our 350s, but except they don't have the pantograph. They run on the third rail. And over here, it's Eastleigh Works. Got the works in?
Yeah.
It's Eastleigh Works. Now, with the works here is the birthplace of something we saw yesterday, which was 35028 Clan Line. She was built over there at Eastleigh. She moved to Dover for the first duration, and then she was laid after that, I think, allocations. But she was built in 1948 for that place there. So, like I said, Eastleigh is a railway town for the Southerners. I know there's Brighton, they build locos there, and Ashford, but we have seen freight as well. We have seen 60099 and Tug 71 has been shunting. We also had a look around there. We've seen a couple of class 58s in there. Mega rare. 58s. They're all wiped out in this country. 008 was there. 002 was there. We saw 58017 as well. We have seen Network Rail 57s. The photos saw at last. I even got 57301, so that's me seeing all 16 of them. Okay, I've seen them in different liveries, but I've seen all 16 now, so that's good. And we're here for the hour until 6, and then we'll go back to the travel lodge, which you can just see over here. Yes, that's my hotel over there. My hotel is right there, and that's where I've been staying last night. It's travel lodge is called Eastleigh Central. Unfortunately though, like I said, if we had the right side to the station, but we didn't. Go back there, then go get some to eat afterwards. So that's it really.
We're now leaving now. It is 6 o'clock and as you can see it's getting dark. Been here for a good 8.5 hours. Was supposed to be 9 but we had a look at the works first before we came here. We're going to head back to the Trout Lodge now and warm ourselves up after this 8 hours at Eastleigh Station. Well, it wasn't 8 hours for me because I went back to the works to have a look and I found some bones. Class 58. Interesting. But no, we go back to the hotel now, warm up, get something to eat, and that's the day. So for Severn Station though, it's pretty nice, like the station building. So I'm going to photo the station building because it's nice. There. It's a bit like Eastleigh Station, it has kept its characteristics of Southern, I think. As you can see, a class 444 is coming in now.
Customers for Andover and Brent should change their places.
Big off to Waterloo. That's 444030. Don't know what the back unit is. Here, the streets of Eastleigh. I'll wait for you to catch up. Right, we're back at the hotel. We've had a good day at Eastleigh. Well, we're still in Eastleigh. But done Eastleigh Station, done the works, got some good stuff. Got 2 tugs out of it, Class 60s, got 2 Class 73s out of it. Got 2 Class 58s out of it, 4 Network Rail 57s.
I thought you got 3 bones.
Yeah, but I did take photos of the other one because you couldn't see it. You could see it, but it wasn't a really good photo op, so opportunity, so I left it. That's it really. I know I've been talking much today because I've mainly been filming. There was no morning introduction because I forgot to do one, so the morning introduction was the tug. But no, it's been a good day. It's been sunny, then cold, sunny, but that was expected with Eastleigh. But so really, I'm not really bothered about it. The weather's been good, and now tomorrow is when we do Portsmouth Harbor, and Southampton Central. Now there's going to be predicting heavy showers tomorrow for Portsmouth
And Southampton.
so it might get a bit wet tomorrow. The problem I think with Portsmouth is because we're literally going to be at the sea with this station. Because it's Portsmouth Harbor, you change there for ferries, of course. Southampton won't be too bad, I don't think, but Portsmouth is the one I
think that might get bad. We'll see anyway, see if the weather reports are right or wrong. That's it for today now. Tomorrow, like I said, we go to Portsmouth for Southampton, then up to London, then Birmingham, then back home. So, see what day 3 of this mini one has in store. Good night and see you tomorrow. Right, good morning, welcome to the final day of this 3-part documentary, or show, whatever. It's going for YouTube anyway, so whatever you want to call it, that's fine. But not bad though. We're just about to leave the hotel now. We're just going to have another look around Eastleigh Works and then get on a train to Portsmouth. So, this hotel's been okay, but it's not. But it's like Deptford again. Like, you can have a look over there. You can see how rubbish our view was of not getting Eastleigh Flicky Station in, for God's sakes. I haven't said that phrase for a long while.
You said it yesterday.
Well, in this documentary. But, yeah, so Eastleigh Station's on the other side of this. You'll probably see one of the clips of Eastleigh yesterday, me and Eastleigh. I pointed to the hotel so you know exactly where it is. We're just about to leave, like I said, now to let's see what's at the works and then leave Eastleigh once and for all.
Yeah.
We're now outside Eastleigh Works before we go back to the train station. You can see 57303 is there, and 57310 is also in view as well. This is the birthplace of 35028 Clan 9, like I mentioned yesterday. But we're going to be leaving here soon to get our train to Portsmouth. What?
I thought we've got the...
There are short platforms affecting this service. If you're travelling to Hedge End, Fareham, Cosham, Fratton, and you can hear this announcement, you will need to move forward, make your way to the front 8 coaches. That's customers, if you can hear this announcement and are travelling to Hedge End, Fareham, Cosham, Fratton, you need to be in the front 8 coaches. Thank you. This announcement and you're travelling to Botley, Porchester or Hilsey, you'll need to be in the front 4 coaches to leave the train. That's front 4 coaches.
Now diverging off the Southampton main line,
Porchester or Hilsey,
heading to Portsmouth.
This is due to short platforms.
And Eastleigh Works is just there. Right, we're now at Fairland Railway Station. We're on a back unit of a 12-car train, so you can't see this station here. It has 3 platforms operated by South West Trains. This opened on the 29th of November 1841. This is also part of the West Coast Rail line to Southampton, because Eastleigh, Southampton and Fairham's like on a triangle thing. Like I said, it's 12 coaches, so you can't see the station here. We're in Hampshire. Fairham Station was first opened by the London South Western Railway LSWR in 1841 on the line from Eastleigh to Gosport. Later additions connected Fairham with Southampton, which is a bit further down there. We're going to take that line later. Have we been on this line before?
Yes, we would have been on this line
with the Southern. There's a documentary where they go to Southampton and we do go on this line, but we'll see Chichester. Late additions of Fairham with Southampton, Portsmouth, then along the coast toward Brighton. Is there anything else? The line saw freight services to the Royal Navy, Ordnance Factory at Beddenham, something like that, into the 1990s. There was also a line to Alton by the Meon Valley from the Eastleigh route, known as Knoll, north of the tunnel. Built as a fast route for the Isle of Wight for expresses to that island, which Class 483s run down on that island, but not interested in that today because we just go to Portsmouth. Has started to rain as well, which is not good but expected. What else is there? Services. Ferries located, like I said, on the West Coast line. You get services to Brighton, Southampton. You get your first Great Western services to the Midlands from here, like Bristol, beyond Bristol to Gloucester, Great Malvern,
Cardiff.
They have regular services to Waterloo and Victoria, but Victoria is a much longer route because it's southern. It does take a hell of a ride from Victoria to Southampton. As you can see there, the first Great Western 158 leaving.
955.
158, 955. That's going to
Cardiff Central.
Yeah, Cardiff. You've already saw it.
Passengers leaving the train at the next station, please move forward from this part of the train.
As you can see, they have longer trains and not much platform space. As you can see, as we're leaving, Fareham will be sight of the window. Like I said, also you get into London Waterloo by Winchester and Basingstoke. I think.
Don't forget Vicky C.
I did mention Victoria.
Oh, you did mention
Victoria. It's a long way around. Yeah, that's it.
Next station stop is Portchester. You can hear this announcement.
So I'll carry on to Portsmouth Harbor now. I'm going to be there soon.
As you can see here, we're just arriving to Hillsea. As you can see, this is a flippin' empty train, for God's sakes. There's no one here. I'm the only one in this carriage. So if we go here into the next one. Hey. Dizzy. See, another empty carriage with just Ian in it. This is how, like 12 coaches here, half the train's not even full. Now we're at Hillsea now, so we're not far from Portsmouth. Well, actually, we are in Portsmouth, are we?
Technically we are.
This is Hillsea. This train is for Portsmouth Harbor. The next station is Stratton.
And we'll see what we're like when we're there, Portsmouth Harbor. Did hear about Portsmouth and Southsea. Apparently they are really strict there, bunch of jobs worse, but we're not going to that station, we're going to the harbour.
Ride Isle of Wight and Gosport. Please remember to take all your personal items with you when you leave the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
For a cash on clearance. As you can see now, we're in Portsmouth and we're just waiting for platform clearance into the harbour station. This is going to be interesting. Also on this day, I'll take time and say happy birthday to Sam Simpson and Dan Toop, two legends from Top Track.
Happy birthday, lads.
Happy birthday, lads. I know it's a bit late when you're going to see this, but it is filmed on your birthday, basically. But happy birthday. So you go there, that's our full tray there. 3 4-car units to make a 12-coach train. We're coming into Portsmouth Harbor now. Also looks like it stopped raining. Oh, look, it's a Severn Star single box.
Portsmouth Harbor.
Portsmouth Harbor, but I have to speak up loudly a bit because it's quite windy up here a bit. But it has 5 platforms, and I always thought it only had 4 platforms here. You get your first Great Western services to Cardiff Central here, you get your London Waterloo services, and you get Southern to Brighton and Southampton.
No, Southampton is southwest, Victoria, you'll think.
Victoria, so you do get services here. Southern, Southwest trains and First Great Western.
Good variety.
Yeah. There is a boat over there, you can just see the distance. I don't know which one. I think it's HMS Victory, but I'm not too sure on that one. But an old Southern Star single box over there as well, I think.
Right there.
Because they had steam trains here, these until 67 on this part of the line. Because Southern Steam lasted till 67, then North West Steam lasted till 68, but it's all run by units these days. A 150 showed up in 2 coaches, so 2 150 sets. There's a couple of 450s in the bay as well. We've been here for at least about a good 45 minutes and haven't been hassled yet, so I can't understand why this is a harbour station and don't bother. But Portsmouth South Sea, they are strict down there in Fratton. Don't have no, but we're not going to investigate.
Welcome to the wonders of the world.
Exactly, we're not going to investigate because we're going straight to Southampton from here. So we're just here now till about just after 1 o'clock. Right, we just moved into the Cheltenham section a bit now because it is slightly raining outside, as you can see.
It's not rain, it's monsoon.
Monsoon, whatever, it's off the sea anyway because you are close to the sea. I'm not where Worcester, so... And also, Portsmouth is home to Portsmouth Football Club, am I right?
Yes, it is.
Is it Portsmouth?
No, it's Portsmouth Football Club.
Yeah, Portsmouth Football Club. Unlike them, I do have £6.86 on me, so that makes me richer than them. I'm just kidding,
He's a Liverpool fan.
I'm a Liverpool supporter, yes. I do support Liverpool FC. Sorry, it's just some light-hearted fun. If anyone takes it the wrong way, I do apologise.
All hate mail should be sent to Liverpool Football Club. Somewhere in Liverpool.
Yeah. So no, I've got £6.86, so that makes me richer than Portsmouth Football Club. I do sorry about that. I couldn't resist doing this, I'm afraid, but it's had to be done, I'm afraid. So if I do offend anyone by that, I'm sorry.
Paid for by the friends and supporters of the Southampton football team.
No lads like that duff today.
This is my shit.
Service to Newcastle will now depart from platform 2B, calling at Southampton Airport Parkway, Winchester, Basingstoke, Reading, Oxford.
Invading Southampton. London Waterloo, the busiest station in London. We'll go for some tube bash, shall we? Back to use the West Coast Bay Line.
For any night out, always in the back of your mind.
Is that right? It's busy.
Jubilee Line and Main Line Intercity and Suburban Railway.
You take 16, I'll take 2.
Right. So we have it's good intel at 57304 here, which is the DRS we need.
Platform 9 is the 1917 London Overground service to Worcester Junction.
I don't days for the people here.
Southampton, Northern Harbour.
Let's go have a look for 57304. On the other side. We'll keep looking.
She's leaving just a couple of minutes late. The Virgin Lady is now on her way to Birmingham.
Yesterday was that is the Caledonian Sleeper.
Bring it in. On the rear. Don't be over on it. Don't be over on it. Just don't be over on it. Don't be Nothing.
Let's have a look at
It's out there somewhere. There it is. Welcome home. Oh, cross-country HST over there.
So?
There was a cross-country HST over there.
Oh yeah. 43207 leaving.
It's like the drawers, don't it? So you get the bus back tonight, or is it?
2A, I think.
I'm too lost to. Take control, step out. I should make them pick me up.
No, right, another Bromide. Another Bromide.
Less than you would go.
That's on 6 at Birmingham.
Leaving New Street now, 9:17. I don't know what time it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Also, yeah. You know, actually, I found this house, I've still back home with some shit. You know, if you ever watch something like that, the old, always like Hitler.
Right, we just left Huddersfield now, and it's not long before we get back to the end of the line at Rugeley Town. Well, it's Trentbury, but end of the line for us. Today we have travelled, well, with the past 3 days we have travelled 452 miles from Rugeley Town to Birmingham, to Droitwich, to Bristol, to Romsey, to Eastleigh, to Portsmouth, to Southampton, to London, to Birmingham, back to Rugeley. And the big trip when I started was only 420 miles roughly, so I think this is an even bigger trip. It has been a good couple of days. Bristol was good. Some did expect it to show up, and managed to film Romsey, which was an interesting place to film. They got 2 trains like, but we had a freight day at Eastleigh, which was good. Found some 57s at last. Went back to Eastleigh this morning to have a look at some more. Then went to Portsmouth Harbor. It was cold but very nice. Southampton was just a washout full of rain and cold. And then went back up to London, Waterloo, Euston, and then TL and Pendolino. Now we're back on the Turbo Star 517 back to Rugeley Town. And that concludes today. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe to my Facebook at Simon Trains and Simon Paul's British Railway Journeys if you want to. You don't have to. You can also subscribe to my Twitter. I don't really use that much. And before I say goodnight, there's just one more thing I've got to say, and this video and all my other YouTube videos are copyrighted Simon Trains 2013. If you do plan to nick them, I will be on to you quickly. I'll have it removed off YouTube because they're my videos and would better ask permission before sharing, or just don't nick them because I'll be on to you. Anyway, that's it now, and good night.